Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name's Devin Adams. I'm a Fortinet instructor here in Tempe, Arizona, and I'm recording my study demos. I usually do these videos when someone requests them in one of my courses, but you know what? I'm FortiDuck. I'm actually about to take my NSC 7 here in less than 13 hours, and I just been kind of recording my study lab as I go. So in the last video, we turned on the security fabric. We got everything connected to the security fabric, and I just kind of wanted to let it sit here before we go and explore it. Plus, it was getting too long anyway. So in this video, it's going to be pretty boring, pretty basic, but we're just going to explore the advantages of having the security fabric. All right, so once again, the Fortinet security fabric is their ideology, their solution to today's modern network security, which is pretty much having your FortiGates play different roles. Like we have branch office, data center, we have our headquarters next generation firewall that's awesome. Then we have these inter-segmented firewalls, right? But the whole idea was to get them talking using the FortiTelemetry and have pretty much a single pane of management. So let's see how well it did. So I'm going to get into my PC here, all right, and I was kind of dinking around with it. And if we come to our dashboard now, okay, so the first thing that we're going to notice, all right, is our security fabric and also our devices. So it shows us that we have 4 FortiGates that are up and running, all right, that we do have a FortiAnalyzer that's connected, and we also have a FortiManager. Ooh. Now, the security rating is one of the big advantages of having this security fabric, but it is a license, and you know what, we do not have that licensed, so I can't really show you it except for what's beyond just the basics. You know, their little free version of it, but we can always try. So anyways, and it looks like we still have nothing picked up with our viruses and all that jazz, so I wonder if we can, is there any settings for that? There's not. So the whole idea behind this is, you know, if we get a virus somewhere, like at our DevOps machine, okay, we'll get notified in one place. All right. So you know what? Before we do anything, I'm going to check that. So I'm going to go back to my DevOps machine. I'm going to log in here. Okay. Boxes.org. See how we had that virus before? If I hit re-download, all right, maybe I'll try another one. Oh no! So what's cool about this? A couple of videos ago, FortiDuck became FortiSmug, and he got influenced by the Linux guys, and they are like they're doing their own thing. They're contracted with us, but they're not really a part of our group. So they have their own firewall, they have their own subnet, they manage their own IP addresses, but we transparently bridged by gluing these two interfaces, that's port 3, port 2, together using the virtual wire pair, and we can still inspect it for things like viruses, okay? Now, the big thing is, though, if we go back, does it show up here as our security threats, okay? And if it doesn't, that'd be kind of lame, all right? Because I don't know if these widgets are tied to the security fabric itself. Okay, I'm still not seeing anything, but I promise you, if we go to FortiView, all right, and we go to something like threats, okay, it should pop up. It's still saying no results. Now, here's the thing too, though. It is not real time, all right, because they still need to be logged, and after they have to be logged, they have to be pushed up to the FortiAnalyzer, and then from the FortiAnalyzer down to the FortiGate. So just to make sure, though, let's go to login reports. And honestly, in my lab environment, guys, I'm running all of this off of an old laptop. It's not the fastest thing in the world. So antivirus, nothing detected. So see how it's saying FortiAnalyzer. Huh, interesting. But I promise you guys, if we do go into the FortiAnalyzer, so let's do that, because the FortiAnalyzer is the one that's aggregating all of these, all right? It better show up in there. I'm just going to go stick with pfSense. All right, here we go. So admin, my super secret password. By the way, the fish make the FortiAnalyzer run so much better. All right, let's go into our FortiView here. And it better have picked up that virus, all right? Because everything is being pushed to the FortiAnalyzer. Bam! Look at that, guys. What? Yeah. See how big that is? Yeah. So it did get detected, okay? In fact, if we go to threats here and we say top threats, you see it just didn't get pushed down yet to our other guys, all right? Our other headquarters FortiAnalyzer. So it eventually should, though. That's the thing. Anyways, but not too bad there. And that's what's the nice thing about the FortiAnalyzer too, is that we can come here, we can take a look at all of our top sources, our top destinations. Now I'm going to actually let this run for a while as we do stuff, because we're going to try to run some reports. So, I mean, look at that. Our destinations, okay, not too bad. Let's see what our VPN looks like. Look at that, our VPN tunnel statistics. Come on, guys. I mean, this is good stuff, right? Endpoints. Yeah, this is for 40 clients. So no 40 clients. Let's see, admin logins. Yep, admins logged in. Security events, system events. Virtual WAN link status. So, okay, that's how many timestamps it did with the virtual WAN link status. Fine, fine. FortiGuard host name unresolvable. That's not good. Which one couldn't resolve the host name to the FortiGuard services? Yikes, man. Something was having a problem with that. Anyways, I hope that's still not going on. By the way, guys, the FortiGuard host name or the FortiGuard DNS name is where it goes to get the licensing and also all that good stuff. And I'm surprised that it, yeah, that's having a problem. So, in fact, which FortiGate is that? Let's go over to are you guys ready? Device manager. All right. And is that the New York office? You know what? Our FortiManager would probably be easier, because I don't know if that tells us our serial number per se. It should, though. So letting us drill down. Come on. No, it's not the FortiManager. Anyways, at one point it was having a real hard time, though, wasn't it? So, but it looks like the logging is coming in, so that's good. What else do we got here? We have our NOC, our SOC view. This is just, think of it as a rotating FortiView that you can stick on some nice big monitors. See how we have no deep inspection turning on, so we're not seeing too much here. We have some compromised host monitoring. I wonder if our virus pops up. No, that usually relies on the indicator of compromise. Remember, guys, also this what you call it, FortiAnalyzer is using the free version too, so I don't know what kind of limitations that might have. So, and then this right here looks like it's the statistics to the FortiAnalyzer itself. All right, so I mean, it's kind of cool. So, so this definitely did find it. I am disappointed though that this did not show me that there was a threat down the way. So, because usually when it comes to log and reporting, you'll see here, it'll say something like all FortiGates. So, yeah, I'm not seeing that at all. Let's go to our DevOps machine, because here, if we go to our log and reporting, I mean, you'll see that see how it says all FortiGates? That's what I was looking for. All right, here we go. And there's our problem. See how I went to the FortiAnalyzer, right? The DevOps machine. Yay! So let me make sure this thing's connected to the fabric all right. So let's go to our settings. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not too sure why that didn't pop up right away, but let's go back to the headquarters and we'll come back to that. So one thing I've learned from all my teaching is that you can't really just sit here and watch it and try to make something happen, because, you know, in real life we're not doing that. It's like the boiled pot kind of theory. But let's go to our security fabric now. Let's take a look at these topology views, because this is another advantage of having the security fabric, is having our top our top view of all of our devices here. So as you can see, we have our headquarters, we have our FortiGates, we have the DevOps, all right, we have the DC, we have the New York. Look, there's even a little VPN icon there to show you that we're connected here through the VPN, all right? And remember, we have that MPLS connection between us and the DC. That's why you're not seeing it there. And then we have our different machines. We can hover over it, take a look at the traffic, take a look at the host name. All right, so pretty cool there. It looks like I found a TLS SSL server. All right, well, it's probably our DC. Anyways, what else do we got here? Found our web server. I like this box of nothingness here. Okay, that looks like the other end of our VPN tunnel. So, all right, and then our DevOps machine. So, not too bad, not too bad. So, not too bad. Hey, there's our Linux box. All right, so that's our PC2. And here's the thing too. If these are machines and they are known onto your system and you really want to complete it the right way, one of the neat projects that you can do is that you can go to your users and devices and work on what's known as your device inventory. And this is where you identify the machines, you give them names, all right? So there can be more specifics in your topology view and your logging view. Now, if you are using FortiClient, I can imagine, a lot of that will be passed automatically. So, but for example here, if we open these up, we have our FortiGates here. And why does it say this one's offline? That's really weird. Anyways, but here I found it there. Also found another Forti product. See the Forti Manager, all right? And this is using that device discovery. So there's different methods that it uses. HTTP, it uses TCP fingerprinting, right? But let's just take a moment. See what I mean? Like the PC ones are pretty easy. The DC one, those are pretty easy, right? But here, I mean, it didn't really pull the host name of the Linux box because we didn't really give it a host name. So what we can do here is that we can actually put it into our device store. All right. So if we go ahead and we say custom devices, and we say create new device, and we can literally say something like PC2. And then the MAC address. Okay, that's usually, you know what? I thought it'd be able to pull that down for us. There should be a way to save it. Am I just missing it? Device inventory. All right, I double clicked. And this is where you can go ahead and give it a name. So we'll just say PC. Oh, sorry guys. We'll just say PC2, okay? Custom groups is where you can put it into one of your custom groups. You can even do an avatar if you wanted to. We can say okay. And now it will start showing up as PC2. So, and what's also nice about that is once it is named in your device store as one of the devices that you have here, see how it's showing up as a custom device, it will actually store that in the running config. So if you don't do that though, these I think are visible for a certain amount of days. There's a certain number there, I can't remember off the top of my head. Look how good it did though, like fingerprinting these, and more that's discovered through it too, the more rich this will become, just the more that it identifies it. So not too bad, not too bad. Maybe we can come in here and just call this FortiAnalyzer or FortiManager. We'll call it HQ FortiManager. All right. There we go. See how much nicer that is. Of course, I don't know why the device store doesn't just talk with the security fabric. It's just something that they haven't done. And we'll call this Devin. Dev. Ops. FortiGates. Right? I mean, just to give you guys an example. So not a big deal at all, of course. So, which is still so weird. Did this like get a random MAC address or something? Because it is stored by MAC address if you're not using the FortiClient. So, all right, sure, good times. 6.2, by the way, really did the device inventory differently too. Something to check out down the road. So anyways, what else do we got here? Let's go back to our security fabric. Let's look at our logical topology now, okay? So the logical topology is going to show us, okay, more details for sure. So we have coming out of our internet connection. So here's all of our point-to-points, all right? And as you can see, you can tell that the MPLS network is attached to the DC office. And you can see from there, it going out to New York City, all right? And then this is their internal side. And if we drill into here, we actually see our web server. Okay, that was that DevOps box that was there. I mean, how cool is that, guys? All right. And then here on our DevOps, remember that is a bridge. That's why it's showing everything popping out of port 3. Okay. And then this right here is just our same connections as that are on here. So, but do you guys notice how PC2 got recognized? All right, not too bad. After we named it, I mean. So, and then there found some services. So, not too bad. There's our FortiManager. What? Yeah, kind of cool, guys. I don't know. So, and you come up here and you can kind of play around with these. You can take a look at vulnerabilities. I guess the green means they're okay. I'm not too sure what green means, but if we had some kind of like, you know, indicator of compromise, which is a service that the FortiAnalyzer does to look for compromised hosts. Let's take a look at compromised hosts. I really wish the FortiDuck one popped up, but you know what? In all honesty, though, guys, I'm not too sure with it being the virtual wire pair how much visibility it has with that, anyways. So, yeah. So. All right, so anyways, so that's just kind of the advantages of having the security fabric. So let's keep on going here. Threat score. And the threat score doesn't look like it's been ran on these yet. This little number right here says that it did run the version of the security rating, and there is some problems that doesn't follow best practices or industry standards. Let's take a look at the device types. Oh, look at that, kind of broke it down for us. We have a web server. All right, we have a router or a NAT device. Yep, coming out of the DevOps, we have one Linux machine. Okay, cool. Not too bad. What else do we got here? Device counts. I think we already did that. Device traffic. Look at that. So each device that's running traffic is generated on here, which I think is funny. This right here, by the way, guys, I'm almost sure of it. It's our health link monitor because we're actually resolving the web pages and stuff like that. So there's this constant stream of HTTP, which is fine. I just think it's kind of funny. So, all right, sure. All right, so let's take a look. What else can we do here, guys? Let's talk about the security rating. So obviously there's going to be some things that they're going to suggest. All right, see how we have some log settings. We also have some different endpoints, some hardening that they suggest. All right, and some of them literally say requires a license to kind of like fix it. All right, so this is a part of the limitations of having the demo version of this, but the whole idea is that you have a score, and then after that you can go ahead and compare how your score pretty much improves over time. All right, and then these easy applies is where it will go ahead, and if it's something easy as in like naming objects or interfaces or things like that, or turning off things like, you know, FortiTelemetry, you can. So not too bad. But you know, I think it's pretty cool. So here's all the recommendations. They want us to put on an admin policy, and they want us to classify our interfaces. So here's an example of that. So port 3, port 4, they want us to call it WAN, okay? That is WAN. That is WAN because we never defined those, right? And then here, though, that's a WAN. And then it'll go ahead and it'll actually do that for us. So, and I believe that's the config file in case we roll back. So, all right, not too bad. Let's go back to our settings. Now, you should be able to run the audit on all the FortiGates downstreamed. All right, see how our rating approved? I don't know if that was better or worse. Anyways, oh, did it run it on all the FortiGates now? Is that what it did? Because that score just like jumped hugely. It did. It finally ran it on all the devices. All right, so I mean, this is neat. I mean, this is a good way to get some sort of automation of best practices or something that you might miss. You know, and once it is on all the FortiGates, if we go back to our topology view now, you'll see the numbers by them. I'm almost sure of it. So, because you know which ones that you need to work on. See that? So, I mean, that's one of the advantages of the security fabric. So, one thing that I thought was interesting, though, if we go back to our policy and objects, this is something that's mentioned in class. Once you turn on the security fabric, though, if you look at your security policies underneath logging, it actually logs all sessions regardless of what you want. Because I teach the NSE5 class, and we usually talk about how, you know, logging should be planned. It should be only logging information that you want to see, information that's applicable into your network and things like that, right? And I thought it was weird that if you click on the security fabric, it turns on all sessions, which is so against like what I teach in NSE5, which is, you know, do logging smartly because it's resource intensive. But I guess if you're on an enterprise level, you can just throw it all on there. But in all honesty, though, think about it. I mean, I guess logging's not as big as a burden as it can be, but I promise you, I mean, that's still a resource you got to think about. Now, that is not being handled on the FortiGate, though. All that is being handled to the FortiAnalyzer. So, in fact, with your logs and reports now, if you go down to your log settings, you'll see that you lose control to log to the hard drive, and now it'll just automatically send everything to the FortiAnalyzer, all right, in real time. Okay, so sure. Anyways, that's kind of cool. Look at that. Bloop, bloop, bloop. But here's the whole point. See how we're looking at multiple FortiGates at one location, and that's the gig. I mean, that's the whole point, right, guys? So, not too bad. I really wish that virus would have showed up, though. Let's take a look. Did it ever show up? Yeah, see how that never showed up from the downstreamed? Kind of stunk. Oh, bother. Maybe they want us to go to the FortiAnalyzer? So, because I thought you could look at your logs from all of them in one pane, but I guess, you know, I guess if you have a FortiAnalyzer, they just want you going here. Yeah, so not too bad, not too bad. All right, let's go to our event manager. At least we can see it there. Okay, see how we can go ahead and see all of our events, see all of our incidences. All right. That virus better be an event. Are we not logging for viruses here? All right. Oh, the last 7 days, the last hour. Application crashed. What? Well, that's not good. There we go. See how it's saying that it came from the security fabric? All right. And then it was mitigated, meaning it was stopped. So there was 2 of them. All right. There is something here that's not able to resolve host names, though. Man, that is not good. All right, sure. Oh boy. I don't even know which FortiGate that is. Of course, they're not giving me the name here. All right, so you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and cheat. It's not really cheating, but I'm going to go to my FortiManager because that's one way I can look at all my FortiGates just like I'm looking at the dashboard. All right, so here we go. All right, and they're all in Z backup. Here we are. And let's go into our headquarters and take a look at the serial number. See how we have our configuration history? And yeah, I don't know why it's saying that it cannot resolve the FortiGuard DNS. So, all right, sure. We're already here, so let's go ahead and check it out. These videos are completely impromptu. I hope people have stopped watching by now, but let's go ahead and go to our DNS settings, and it should just be, yeah, it's just using the FortiGuard ones. So I have no idea why it was generating that error message. It is a system event, right? Oh, that's so weird. I have no idea. All right, root service FortiGuard.net. Unable to resolve the FortiGuard host name. Okay, well, that's your problem. So, anyways. All right, guys. So, I am going to stop it there. You know what? One thing that I did notice, though, why in the heck do I have web monitoring on? Sure. All right, so something I caught in a squirrel moment here. So it says that I have like an actual web filter monitor on going from our SD-WAN internet access, monitoring all websites. I don't think I want that. At least not right now. Get out of there. Okay. Because without deep inspection, guys, it's just kind of silly. So, you know, but all right, guys. So the security fabric, like I said, it's just a way for us to kind of get that visibility. Looks like we still need to go into the FortiAnalyzer to really see those things, but it's still kind of neat to see the topology, to run the security report all the way down. All right. You know, the security rating itself is one of the big reasons to use it. Okay. And, you know, after this, it just kind of be like business like usual. So, you know, and yeah, anyways, so that is the security, like buy a license. That is the security fabric, and I'm going to end the video there because we're just kind of like poking around. And I know that wasn't a very exciting one, but I'll upload it anyways. I don't know if anyone's going to find any advantage to that, but all right, guys, I guess until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. So, peace.